When the capital city of Albany came into view, the locals call it Albany, it looked quite modern. But don't be fooled. The state capitol building itself makes a very different impression in this postcard view, and with good reason. It was built in stages from 1867 to 1898, with contributions from 4 different architects. The Romanesque Revival exterior is of solid masonry composed of limestone and white granite, but much of the ornate interior is done in marble. Some of the marble was cut by state prisoners at Sing Sing. A massive dome had been planned but was never added because it would have put too much stress on the structure. The result left New York as having one of only 11 state capitol buildings without a dome. Let's step into the gallery of the Assembly Chamber. The desks have been pushed aside for cleaning, but we can't help but take note of the room's immense size. The chamber was built with what some say is the world's largest open-arched span. The space accommodates 150 representatives and their staff members, of which 105 currently are Democrats. Fancy architectural touches are on full display. Here's a closer look at the stained glass windows. And our guide pointed out how the decoration on every column is unique, so that no 2 capitols are alike. From the Assembly, we made our way to the Senate chamber along an artful path of marble tile. The mosaic artistry is impressive. The elevator we took to the Senate gallery was unapologetically old school. This time the desks were in place, enough to seat a membership of 63 senators, of which 42 are currently Democrats. That means the Democrats control more than 2/3 of each chamber. Our guide was eager to get our minds off of politics and onto the rich decor. He pointed out an entire wall covered in gold leaf. Tradition reigns in the Senate, where no electronic voting system has been installed. It turns out that New York's classic state capitol building is the centerpiece in the ultra-modern Empire State Plaza, a complex of several government buildings and the New York State Museum. Hiding beneath this expansive plaza is an underground shopping concourse filled with artworks donated by Governor Nelson Rockefeller, whose taste was what some would call way out modern. See for yourself. Nearby, we see New York's Executive Mansion, which has been home to 32 governors. The property was once an orchard, but today only one original pear tree remains from the mid-1800s. From our perch atop one of the office buildings in the Empire State Plaza, we have a commanding view of the Hudson River and Albany's downtown area. Let's take a drive to get better acquainted with the city. There are impressive buildings, Dutch influences, even the image of Henry Hudson's sailing ship, the Half Moon, and beautiful residential boulevards. The city population is less than 100,000, many of them government workers. But there are more than 1 million residents in the region they call the Capital District, which encompasses nearby towns such as Troy. But enough driving around. Let's board a sightseeing boat to head toward Troy. It's located about 6 miles north of Albany. As we depart, we passed the System Administration Building for SUNY, which oversees the 64 colleges and universities of the State University of New York. I'm always fascinated by the bridges we encounter. Here's a swing bridge that allows trains to cross the river. These are rare in the United States. This unusual-looking bridge is in the heart of Troy. Troy has an industrial history based on steel and textiles, but today its focus is more high-tech, thanks to Rensselaer Polytechnic Institute. The Troy Lock and Dam enabled shipping to the Great Lakes via the Erie Canal. The Hudson River may be short, only 315 miles long, but for 2 centuries it was America's most prominent and profitable waterway, opening trade routes north to Canada and west to the Great Lakes.